Hey, future nurses, Dr. Mike here. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of tissues, specifically epithelial and nervous tissues. They're essential for life, and understanding them is crucial for your nursing journey. Let's get started. Tissues are groups of cells that work together to perform specific functions. Epithelial and nervous tissues are two of the four primary tissue types found in the human body. Epithelial tissue forms protective barriers and lines organs, while nervous tissue transmits electrical signals for communication. Understanding their structure and function is vital for diagnosing and treating patients. Epithelial tissue is like the body's wrapping paper. It covers surfaces, lines cavities, and forms glands. Think of it as a protective barrier against the outside world. It shields us from injury, infection, and dehydration. But that's not all. It also plays a crucial role in absorption, secretion, and excretion. For example, epithelial tissue in the small intestine absorbs nutrients, while epithelial tissue in the kidneys filters waste products. Epithelial tissue comes in different shapes and sizes, each with a specific job. Simple squamous epithelium with its thin and flat cells is perfect for diffusion. You'll find it in the air sacs of the lungs and blood vessels. Stratified squamous epithelium, on the other hand, is multi-layered and tough, providing protection against abrasion. It's found in our skin and the lining of the mouth. Then we have cuboidal and columnar epithelia, found in glands and the digestive tract, respectively. Glandular epithelium is all about secretion. These specialized cells form glands which produce and release substances like hormones, enzymes, and sweat. We can divide glands into two main types, endocrine and exocrine. Endocrine glands, like the pituitary gland, release hormones directly into the bloodstream. Exocrine glands, like sweat glands, secrete substances onto epithelial surfaces through ducts. Section 5. Nervous tissue, the body's communication network. Now let's switch gears to nervous tissue, the body's high-speed communication network. It's responsible for everything we sense, think, and do. Nervous tissue is made up of specialized cells that transmit electrical signals, allowing for rapid communication throughout the body. Imagine this: you touch a hot stove. Nervous tissue sends a signal to your brain, which then sends another signal to your hand, telling you to move it away. All of this happens in a split second. Section 6. Cells of the nervous system, neurons and glial cells. The nervous system has two main players, neurons and glial cells. Neurons are the stars of the show, transmitting electrical signals called nerve impulses. They have a unique structure with dendrites, a cell body, and an axon, allowing them to receive and transmit signals efficiently. Glial cells, on the other hand, are the supporting actors. They provide insulation, nourishment, and protection for neurons, ensuring their optimal function. Section 7. Nerve impulses and synapses. How neurons communicate. Nerve impulses are electrical signals that travel along neurons. They're generated by the movement of ions across the neuron's membrane. When a neuron is stimulated, it triggers a cascade of events, leading to the propagation of the nerve impulse. But how do neurons communicate with each other? That's where synapses come in. Synapses are tiny gaps between neurons, and they use chemical messengers called neurotransmitters to relay the signal from one neuron to the next. Section 8. Reflex arcs, the body's rapid response system. Reflex arcs are like shortcuts in the nervous system, allowing for rapid, involuntary responses to stimuli. They bypass the brain, enabling immediate action. Let's take the knee-jerk reflex as an example. When a doctor taps your knee, receptors in your tendons send a signal to the spinal cord. The spinal cord then sends a signal back to your leg muscle, causing it to contract and your leg to extend. This entire process happens without conscious thought, demonstrating the efficiency of reflex arcs. Section 9. The central nervous system and beyond. The central nervous system, comprising the brain and spinal cord, is the command center of the body. It receives, processes, and sends out information, controlling everything from our thoughts and emotions to our movements and bodily functions. But the nervous system doesn't stop there. The peripheral nervous system extends throughout the body, connecting the central nervous system to organs and limbs. And then we have the autonomic nervous system, which regulates involuntary functions like breathing, heart rate, and digestion. It has two divisions: the sympathetic nervous system, responsible for the fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes rest and digest functions. Epithelial and nervous tissues are essential for maintaining homeostasis, the body's internal balance. Epithelial tissue acts as a barrier, protecting us from the external environment, while nervous tissue allows for communication and coordination, ensuring that all bodily systems work together harmoniously. Understanding these tissues is fundamental for nurses, as it forms the basis for understanding a wide range of diseases and their treatments. So keep studying, keep asking questions, and I'll see you in our next anatomy lesson.